Hey YouTubers, so guys, I just got done watching episode 117 of Dragon Ball Super, and let me just say, I have to say, for anyone who's not enjoying the Tournament of Power right now, did you ever think that you would get an episode almost solely dedicated to androids 17 and 18, making them out to be badasses, the people that you wanted to see and root for this tournament? I mean, this episode, even though it was probably just kind of a filler episode for the entire tournament, gave these two particular shine for the Tournament of Power. And honestly, I could not be happier. These two androids, these two brother and sister combo, is one of the most enjoyable things that we've gotten from this entire tournament, in a tournament that has just been, at least in my opinion, non-stop action-packed goodness, complete fan interaction, the things that we want to see, the things that we root for every single week. And it's made Dragon Ball Super must-watch television. I absolutely loved episode 117, and I just wanted to make this video kind of asking you guys, more of an open question really. Did you think that this was going to happen? Did you think that we were going to get episodes, especially at this point in Dragon Ball Super, when they had a money cash cow that they didn't have to, exaggerate, they didn't have to develop any way to show these characters, these situations, these fights for 17 and 18, and people like Krillin and Master Roshi and Tenshinhan and all of these other people? Did you ever think we'd get here? Because honestly, I never thought we would get here. When Dragon Ball Super first started, it really felt like it was going to be more of a slice of life show, and then it really kind of devolved into more of the Goku and Vegeta show this entire time. The Tournament of Power has given us somewhat of a focus on characters that have long since been forgotten in this series, and I honestly have to say that I am having the most fun I have ever had in any Dragon Ball series to date watching Dragon Ball Super. And it's not just because of the YouTube channel, it's not just because I get to interact with you guys, it's really because of the quality and the character interactions that we're getting every single week in this show, and I can deal with it. And it's honestly, at this point, must-watch television for me. I look forward to Dragon Ball Super every single week at this point, just waiting to see the best things that they can give us. And honestly, episode 117 is a great indication of where this show is going, because it's not Goku getting the spotlight, it's not Vegeta getting the spotlight, it's two characters who were literally introduced in the last series, the Dragon Ball Z series, to destroy Goku in order to create chaos, and were the pinnacle, the catalyst really, of one particular arc of the show, and then completely and utterly forgotten about outside of movie material and other stuff like that. Obviously, people like 17 and 18 and the extended universe of Dragon Ball Super, or Dragon Ball in general, but I just think that Dragon Ball Super's decided and brought them back in such an interesting way, in such a loving way. Focusing on Krillin and 18's relationship in episode 117 is fantastic. Focusing on, at least just a little bit, on 17 and 18's relationship as brother and sister, fantastic. We never got this stuff, at least in this particular way, in Dragon Ball Z, and honestly, I am so happy that we're getting it in Dragon Ball Super right now. Even if it's just a couple seconds, even if it's just a couple of minutes of this is what I've wanted. This is what I've been really dying for in Dragon Ball Super. I wanted them to give us this for so long, and we're finally getting it. And I know that this is just me praising the show, but honestly, I don't understand how you dislike what we're seeing every single week. I know it probably isn't the best told story ever, but Dragon Ball has never been. The series, at least in my opinion, has always been about having as much fun as possible and introducing and having as much fun as characters as possible. And Dragon Ball Super is doing that in spades and aces and whatever you want to call it. It's just so unbelievably amazing every single week. And it's much watched television for me. I am having so much fun. I hope you guys can appreciate, enjoy, and agree with me at least to that extent. I hope you're having fun watching the show, especially if you watch my content or anyone else's content and anything else like that. I want to continue this level of quality, this level of excitement for as long as the Tournament of Power happens and as much content as we're going to get going into the future, because we all know that Dragon Ball Super is not ending anytime soon. It's going to be going for as long as it's profitable, as it's successful, and it has been unbelievably successful, at least at this particular point. And from these episodes, it's really hard not to see why. That I'm flabbergasted. I am happy. I'm everything that this show could give me, and I hope everyone is having the exact same amount of exuberant enjoyment, whatever you want to say, with this show as I am, especially with recent episodes, because I've been with this series almost for as long as it's been on, especially watching, but at least covering it on YouTube for almost as long as this show's been on, and I have to say, it's never been this good. It has absolutely, positively, at least in my opinion, never been this good. And people can say otherwise, but these are just my subjective opinions. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? Tell me in the comment section below. Let's just rant and rave about how awesome episode 117 is. Getting to see androids 17 and 18 in action again, interacting as brother and sister, interacting with 17 and Krillin, taking out Ribrianne for the first time, because everyone, I'm sure, wanted that to happen at some level. Guys, just anything you want to talk about with episode 117, please make sure to share it in the comment section below. I hope everyone has a fantastic Super Day. It's been real.